Hey, CauseWay kids, last week in November, last week looking at contentment. Great to be with you, and we have so much fun filming, don't we?
We do, and I've been really content this month knowing that we're talking about how to look around, see what we've got, and just roll with it. It's been so much fun.
Is this learning to be okay with what you have?
It is. And we can be thankful, we can be grateful, even if it's not exactly what we wanted. Sometimes we find out that when we use a little bit of creativity and a little bit of contentment, life turns out even better than what we thought it would.
Yeah, because we're not looking at more all the time. We're just being content with what we already have and seeing how we can bless other people. That's the big picture too.
Yeah, we're rolling with what we've got.
That's right.
And
can we
that
play a
reminds
game?
me,
Let's spin the wheel and have a rolling game.
It reminds me of today's game. We're
Cool.
calling it Roll With It.
Yep.
Our wheel is going to decide what items we get to have to make something that will be helpful or fun for someone else.
Oh, someone else. That's going to be great.
Yeah. So we've got no idea what this is going to do. We're just going to spin the wheel 4 times.
Yep.
And we'll see what we got. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you nervous?
Yes, always nervous.
Okay, let's have a look and see what the wheel's going to do. Our first number 9. So number 9, Malcolm, what do we get for number 9?
Number 9, we get brown paper.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness, what do we do with that?
Okay,
We'll find out.
Brown paper.
Brown paper.
Are you ready to roll again?
Yes, let's roll it again. We gotta get something more exciting than brown paper.
Number 4.
Number 4, we've got buttons.
Buttons.
Brown paper and buttons. Okay, let's be creative here.
I'm a little bit worried.
Brown paper and buttons. Oh my. Number 3.
Number 3.
Chalkboard paint. What are we going to do with chalkboard paint, brown paper and buttons?
And buttons. I'm really hoping for something helpful on this next roll. The last one. Here we go.
I'm going to need some sugar or coffee to make this work. Okay, what's it going to be? Number 8. Number 8 is wire. What else do you need but wire?
Okay, so we have chalkboard paint.
Yes.
Wire.
Yeah, brown paper.
Buttons and brown paper.
Okay.
We have our props. We have the brown paper, the wire, the buttons, and the chalkboard paint.
Yeah. What are we going to do with that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Should we?
We should. We could.
Do you think it will work?
Oh, I don't know. We don't know unless we try.
Do you think that idea will be okay?
It will. It'll bless someone.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Right. Roll out the paper.
Here we go. 200 O.
Sounds good to me. So we've got 200 millimeters here.
Yep.
We'll cut it now.
We cut it.
We've got this long piece of paper. What should we do with it next?
Let's use the black paint on it, shall we?
Yeah, chalkboard paint. Let's do it. Next stage.
Time to fold it up.
Okay. Actually feels really nice. Good. So we put some holes along there. Now the wire.
Blackboard in a book.
In a book, yeah. So we used brown paper, we used chalkboard paint, we used buttons, and we used wire. Some of the other things that were on the list were things like branches, string.
String would have been easier.
Yeah, glitter, rocks. We were a little bit stumped for a few minutes.
Kitchen pegs was one of them too,
Oh
by the
yeah,
way.
wooden pegs, yeah. But we did it, and so this is totally wipeable. You could just wipe it with a cloth. And who could we give this to?
I don't know. Who could we
would
give it
help?
to? Anyone.
Yeah, like a
Great
toddler might like it to just scribble in, or a workman might like it to put, measurements and stuff in. Maybe.
True, right. Tradesman.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. When you put your minds to it, you can do anything.
I'm surprised.
So let's put our minds to it right now and let's worship God.
everybody! My name's Erica, and I'm here to talk to you about contentment. Contentment is learning to be okay with what you have. And I mean, whatever you have. Let's take bicycles, for instance. You can be content if you have the best bicycle in the world. Like this one. This is top of the line. You could climb a mountain with this bike, and if you get tired of pedaling, it's got a motor that kicks in that helps you keep moving. Or maybe you have a bike like this. You can be content with an old used bike that's been around the block a few times. It may not shine like a brand new bike, but it gets the job done. But here's something that will really surprise you. That's right. You can be content with having no bike at all. It's true! Not everyone in the world has a bike, and lots of those people are quite content without one. In fact, you can be content even if all you have is a box of bike parts. I mean, there's so many uses for a box of bike parts, right? I'm big and you're small. Hey, big guy, are you gearing up for a fight? In today's story, we'll hear about the next step after contentment. I think you'll get a real kick out of this story. This is a kickstand. So many uses. Man, all right, I'll see you next time.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 8, verses 1 through 5.
As Sarah entered the cafeteria, bagged lunch in hand, Grace waved her over.
Hey, Sarah, we figured out the service project thing.
Sarah slid into the seat beside Grace, across from Cassie and Rochelle. All three of them sported expensive salon haircuts and manicures. Sarah tried to smooth down her own frizzy hair. She was glad that St. Joseph's School requires uniforms, because at least her clothes looked like what everyone else was wearing.
Oh, right, the project for social studies?
Miss Moss had required that individual groups find a service project to do during the holiday season.
I looked through Miss Moss's list. This one's perfect.
Grace showed her tablet screen to Sarah.
Helping a refugee family? That's a great idea.
Yeah, we can just buy them stuff from this list and send it to their new home.
Where is the...
Sarah looked at the table again, trying to decipher the name on the page.
Where is the KMB family living? Somewhere over on the east side, like Grove or some place with those rundown houses.
Sarah swallowed hard. She lived on the east side when she moved in with her grandma. It was only because of a scholarship that she was able to attend St. Joseph's School.
It says here the family needs 3 sets of sheets. Oh, I know. You've seen those ads for tufted owl sheets? They're supposed to be the best.
Sarah's eyes widened.
Aren't those sheets like $200?
That's cool. My dad will give me the money.
They need dishes. I'll order a full set from Macy's. My mom has a platinum card there.
I'll get them a TV. Perfect way to learn English, right?
Enter a credit card number and boom, service project done.
The girls turned to Sarah, who avoided their eyes by staring at the list of needs on the tablet.
Hey, Sarah, what are you gonna send? They need winter coats. I saw these awesome tailored down jackets on sale for like $125.
I don't know. I'll text you all later.
That evening at dinner, Sarah barely touched her spaghetti. Grandma peered across the table, her eyes bright under her wiry white hair.
Now, what's wrong, Sarah?
Oh, it's this service project I have to do for school. We're supposed to help this refugee family that's moving into a house over on the Grove. The Kayembes.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
Yeah, but everyone else is ordering stuff for them. Expensive sheets and TVs and things. The only money I have right now is for bus fare. What am I gonna give?
You don't have to have a lot to give a lot.
You didn't answer my question.
Grandma smiled and reached for the worn Bible that always sat on the kitchen table.
No, but St. Paul will.
Sarah knew that once Grandma got a scripture passage stuck in her mind, there was no stopping her from reading it.
Okay, fine. I'm listening.
Let's see. It's right here in 2 Corinthians. Paul was writing to a group of churches. We want you to know about the grace that God has given to the churches in Macedonia. They have suffered a great deal, but in their suffering, their joy was more than full. Even though they were very poor, they gave very freely. In fact, they gave even more than they could. Completely on their own, they begged us for the chance to share in serving the Lord's people in that way.
But that's still talking about money. The churches gave money.
Listen with your heart. They gave from what they had, and they did it with joy.
Well, what I have is not money.
But you've got other things.
Okay, I'm good at baking. I know how to use the bus and get around. I have time, I guess.
Grandma beamed and her face crinkled.
All good things.
Reluctantly, Sarah smiled back.
Okay, I'll make a list.
Next morning, Sarah's friends crowded around her locker.
Hey, have you decided what you're gonna buy?
Well, I thought maybe the Cayambe family needs more than just stuff.
Like how?
Maybe they need help. You know, like finding the library, figuring out the bus system. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. But I do. And I Googled and found a number for their caseworker. And she said we could help the Cayambes decorate their new home for Christmas.
Oh, that's a really cool idea.
I found this awesome video that shows how to make Christmas ornaments from salt dough that you shape and bake and paint. You all could come to my place and help.
Sure, that'd be great.
I mean, it's a tiny apartment kitchen and all.
You tell us what to do, we'll do it.
Sarah breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe she couldn't send $200 sheets, but she could use her time and creativity, and even her grandma's tiny kitchen, to help welcome a new family to her neighborhood.
The people in the Macedonian churches didn't have a lot, and yet somehow they were okay with that. They were content. And it was that contentment that made them want to share their time, talents, and resources with others. You see, when you learn how to be content, it makes you really see all the good things you have. You learn to be thankful for what you've been given, and the more thankful you are, the more likely you'll want to share what you have with someone else. Like, maybe I could share these bicycle parts. You know, I'll bet there's a bike somewhere that's falling over somewhere because they need a kickstand. I could give this to that bike. Or someone might need, to replace their chain because theirs is old and rusted or broken. Let's see. These might even help someone hold onto their handlebars a little bit tighter. I could give all these parts away and help a lot of people. You know, we all have something we can give. Maybe you don't have a lot, but you've got something. You may have money or stuff, or you may have strength to help your family around the house with chores. You may have talent to make people happy, or you can have time to spend with people who don't want to be alone. Honestly, you'll truly start to see what you have to give when you learn how to be content. The Apostle Paul wrote that he learned to be content through the power of Christ, who gave him strength. When you put your trust in Jesus, he can give you that strength too. The one thing to remember today is this: you can always use what you have to help someone else. So think about all you have to give and be thankful. Don't forget what I've spoke in. Get it? This is a spoke. See you around, because it's a wheel. Bye!
I love how the people of Corinth were so willing to make do with what they had and be content and help others by sharing what they had.
Contentment comes when we're actually helping other people. We learned that last week, and we've been putting it into practice this week too.
You can always use what you have to help someone else.
That's excellent. That's what the people in Corinth did, and that's what we should be doing.
So next time you're tempted to focus on what you want,
Christmas time, for example.
Christmas time, yes. How about looking to see what other people need?
Yep.
That's a really good antidote to discontent. So over the last month,
Yeah.
we've been making things. We made that basketball game.
The chocolate bark.
Chocolate
It wasn't
bark.
bark. Bark comes on trees. It was really chocolate.
Yeah,
Ooh.
tasted pretty good.
It did.
Last week we made the nativity scene.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you made any of those things or you've made other things to give to people this Christmas, you're going to need some wrapping paper.
Okay.
So today we're going to make some wrapping paper out of
Okay.
things that you probably have around the house.
Excellent.
Probably most of you have one of these bags here. These are really good to make into gift bags. And so we're going to start off with that. What I'm going to use is a white crayon and some white paint. Now you could use any colour paint or any colour crayon depending on what you wanted to do. But the idea is there, you just need to think, what do I want this to finish up with? I'm looking for a white and natural look, so that's why I've chosen these. Now onto those white lines, I'm going to put some Christmas lights. So I'm simply going to dip my finger into the paint. Not too much. So that is a really simple, quick way to make a brown paper bag look a little bit more exciting. Once this is dried, I could go over and do the other side if I wanted to. So I'm going to put that aside for a minute. And I've already done some brown paper. Now sometimes when you get an order from a shop, they wrap it in brown paper and some of it's still quite usable and you can fold it up and put it under a heavy book and it will just flatten. Or if you really wanted to, you could iron it. But sometimes it looks okay just how it is. So I've done exactly the same thing. You can see I've done the crayon line and I've done it in a bit of a curvy pattern and I've put the prints here. Now this is mainly dry, it's not quite dry, so I'm hoping that it won't smudge too much. And I'm going to make a bag out of this. So you could use glue. I'm just going to use some paper tape because I want it to dry really fast. But normally I would use glue because I think that's a really good option. I absolutely love Christmas, and so I also like to make Christmas special for other people. So I have an advent calendar here, and so we're going to put an advent calendar in the bag, just like that. We've got some crackers, some marshmallows. Crackers and marshmallows, that sounds like s'mores to me. So we'll pop that in there. Popcorn for a movie night. Some little teddies for a game. And some other secret things to go in as well. And there we go. Now of course if you don't want people to peek, all you need to do is to roll over the top and staple it down. Or put some sellotape on it. That's a really quick way to make some wrapping paper out of what you've already got. And I'm excited about this because this is going to a very special family.
Hey, that was pretty cool. It's so good that we can pass it on to a special family.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm also excited by the number of things we've managed to make just with stuff around the house.
I know. We've got to open our eyes and just look and see what we've already got and be content with that.
Being content is so important. And if our contentment can also help somebody else, that is amazing. God asks us to treat people the way that we want to be treated. And when we can give to others generously, I think we're on the right track.
We just got to have our eyes open and look out there, maybe in your family or beyond that, to see what needs people have and then use the giftings you have with God's help and just go ahead and give and bless.
That sounds like a challenge for this week.
It does, doesn't it?
Get your glasses on,
Yep.
have a look around, see what people need, ask God what you can do about it,
Yep.
and see what he comes up with. You will
Yeah.
be surprised how God can use you in a very special way.
I'd really like to hear about what happens this weekend
So would
too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it must be time for us to say goodbye and for them to get out there and do it.
Yep. So we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
See you later.
TV screens and magazines always try to sell me things, from bicycles to shiny rings. And they say, hey, check out this brand new fad. It's something that you gotta have, that kinda make me wanna laugh. Cause contentment isn't found in possessions. I think they've got the wrong impression. I try to focus my attention on the fact that I'm blessed and everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, need, is all I need. Hey, I must admit that sometimes I want what my friends have. It's easy to do that. I try to keep myself from losing sight of where my joy comes from. Cause contentment isn't found in possessions. I think they've got the wrong impression. I try to focus my attention on the fact that I'm blessed and everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, need, is all I need. Everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back to see things differently. Everything I've got is all I need, is all I need. Video games and nice clothes. It's easy to let your mind go down the wrong path, wanting what other people have, always wanting more things when old things get boring. But life isn't measured by the things you own or the things you don't. I'ma be good with what I got. I promise you that I am not gonna want what's his, want what's hers. Yo, I'm blessed and that's for sure. Fancy things are cool, I guess, but you don't watch out, you just might miss that there's more to life than the eye can see. Look inside, you got all you need. Everything I've got is all I need. I'm taking steps back.